got so much motherfucking design on right now.
Sorry guys, I look like this. So I just came from the gym. As I said, the YouTube videos is once a month. As I said in the last videos, what I told you we was going to talk about is those 5 things, which is I'm going to go over. Number 1, I said the interest rates and mortgage trends, which is BOJ controlling that. Number 2, the housing demand and supply, if it's a buyer's market, seller's market, and what trends affects that. For example, NHT and how developers are handling certain contracts and certain deals. Because if a developer doesn't handle a deal correctly, other investors are gonna be like, you had so much money and you didn't finish it how you're supposed to finish. It was a stop. But yeah, but it's like that. Because you do have to understand, everyone do know what's going on. So if you're saying you're gonna do something, you don't do it, I'm not gonna wanna talk to you. So now, what's going on with the mortgage interest rates? Right now, the BOJ's policies benchmarks the interest rate at about 5.75%. Remember, this is a YouTube video, so the numbers may have changed already, right? But that was the last time. That's today. That's today. So now, in May 2025, BOJ lowered the rate from 6% to 5.75% to stimulate the borrowing and moderate the economic activity. Remember, this is YouTube, so I do 5 minutes. So if I'm going fast, I'm sorry. All right, so again, I'm a Jamaican realtor. So now we're on number 1. We're talking about interest rates and mortgage trends. Already talked about BOJ. So now, in May, we already know what happened in May. They lowered the interest rates from 6% to 5%. Now, for mortgages, many commercial banks are offering rates. As of right now, where I'm in, what's this? We're in September? Yeah, we're in September. So as of September, the commercial banks are offering rates at about, I don't know, 8.5. No, I do know. My fault. 8.5% to 12.49%. Let's go to NHC, right? So as a Jamaican citizen, everyone knows about NHT, so I don't have to elaborate. If you want to know more about NHT, contact me. This is not the place for that, right? So the NHT loan interest rate is different because, as you know, NHT is more friendly when it comes on to loans and homes. So meanwhile, the NHT loan interest tiers are quite favorable for the lower and middle income bands. For example, which are 30,000 weekly income with 0% interest rate. That's for September. 30 between 40 is 2%. 40 between 100 is 4%, and anything above 100 is 5%. I hope you guys are following, right? I told you I'm only making the videos 5 minutes. Now, so what that means, right? So the rate's stable, and for some reason, the borrowing is somewhat favorable, but the margins are tight. So right now, it's more of a first-time buyer's market, I should say, because of the mortgage terms. They're looking for persons who want to live in a home for 20 years, not just buy it and flip it real quick. So now, that's for the NHT. Remember, NHT has different interest rates, and you can combine that with what's going on with the banks, what the banks will do for you. That's for our citizens of Jamaica. Shout out to our citizens of Jamaica. So now, the currency and inflation effects. So right now, let's see, inflation has recently been in check. Bank of Jamaica, as I said, remember I said Bank of Jamaica controls the trend. So Bank of Jamaica has said inflation is good, and their records show that it's okay to spend. So Jamaica is an open economy, so that means the exchange rate fluctuates between JMD and USD. That affects the cost of construction material. This is how it pertains to real estate, right? So a lot of those materials are imported. So what that means, those stuff weakens the JMD, right? Building costs can rise, and more and more. Remember, these other videos I'm going to explain more and more in depth. So that's one thing this month, because remember, we're in a totally different month. Before it was in September, this is October, right? So now, I told you I'm 5 years in the future. I'm just explaining stuff to you guys. We went over the NHC, what's going on in 2025. Investment opportunities. Hey, the roads are being fixed right now. Invest. If you just buy a home, even if it's the case you don't know what you're going to do with it, just invest into real estate. You already know. Certain people know already, so this is already information. Remember, everything's at our fingertips. So it's up to you on what you utilize, what's around you. Now, let's see. Oh, so interest rate and mortgages. BOG's policy rates is steady at 5.7%. Most banks are offering mortgages at 8.5% to 12.5% range. So tip is first-time buyers should compare NHT versus bank financing before making an offer. Number 2, the housing and the housing demand and supply. Kingston, St. Catherine, and Mobay continue to see strong demand and new developments. Rural parishes have limited inventory, but attractive land prices. I have land for sale also. So tip for that is move quickly on good listings, especially lots or starter homes. Yeah. Number 3, remember, government and policy updates. The National Housing Policy aims to speed up approvals and expand affordable housing, which for new NEC projects and private sectors partnerships. The tip for that is keep an eye on incentives. That's where we come into policies and structure. Because once you keep an eye on those incentives and those pre-construction opportunities, the thing is you can get into the game. You can get into the game. Your equity and everything, you can get into the game before it's finished. So in essence, you're protecting your equity from the beginning. However, everyone can't do that. You just have to figure out your lane. Number 4, the currency and inflation effects. The JMD's exchange rate directly affects billing cost. Imported materials get pricier when the dollars rises. Tip, if you earn in USD or have any kind of USD income, your buying power is stronger right now. So that's why everyone see persons from different areas coming in and investing in Jamaica. There's room here to grow and develop, and everyone everyone knows about it, right? Number 5, the investment opportunities. Everything depends on location, how easy to get, how convenient something is, right? Highways are being built. Homes are being built. Apartments are being built. Businesses are coming. Everything's just flourishing right now. So the tip on investment opportunities, think beyond Kingston. Kingston is, if you can, yes, Kingston. However, parishes like St. Thomas and St. Mary are positions for growth. Is not even funny. They just got a plaza. It's wicked. KFC's over there. It's wicked. Now, the bottom line is Jamaica economy is evolving. Smart buyers and investors who understand these trends will build wealth faster. If you're ready to explore your options, you already know you can hit me up. You can call me whenever you want. Text me whenever you want. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'm here. So whatever goals you have, you have. Again, I don't tell you what to do. Daily updates is on my Instagram. I do go on live sometimes, not all the time, but yeah. I'm out. Everyone be safe. I love you guys. Bye.